Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here yet again with another very interesting video for you guys today. Now, before we get into anything regarding this video, I wanted to let you all know, as usual, that the article in its entirety will be provided in the description down below for everyone to take a look at, just in case you guys are interested. I also want to take this opportunity, guys, to thank an individual subscriber out there for basically providing me with this next article that I'm going to share with everyone. And I have to admit that after I read this article, I was fueled with anger, and immediately I knew that I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below at the end of this video, because I would really be interested in seeing what you guys have to say about this, and I thank you all in advance. Now, the article starts off by saying a jury verdict against two polygamous towns in Arizona and Utah for discriminating against non-believers now puts the future of the communities in the hands of a judge who will have to remedy the sweeping civil rights violations. Federal authorities haven't specified the changes that they'll seek in Colorado City, Arizona, and Hilldale, Utah, but the judge has several options, including disbanding the town's shared police force, one of the targets in the Monday's verdict. Former church member Richard Holm, who was arrested by local police for trespassing on a property to which he held the title, said the jury's decision would be hollow if the judge doesn't disband the Colorado City Marshal's office and instead put county sheriffs in charge. For there ever to be a decent community, there's got to be new faces, new control, Holm said. The jury concluded the towns violated the constitutional rights of non-believers by denying them basic services such as police protection, building permits, and water hookups. U.S. District Court Judge H. Russell Holland is expected to order changes for the communities in the coming months. The trial marks one of the boldest efforts by the government to confront what critics have long said was a corrupt regime in the neighboring communities. It provided a rare glimpse into the communities that for years have been shrouded in secrecy and are distrustful of government and outsiders. The jury awarded $2.2 million to Holm and 5 other residents for emotional distress as a result of housing discrimination, but the towns will have to pay only $1.6 million because of a settlement in that part of the case that was reached while the jury was deliberating. Other possible remedies that Holland could order include barring town officials from discriminating, requiring fair housing training for town employees, and having a court-appointed official to monitor whether the town is complying with the court orders. The possibility of disbanding the marshal's office was raised earlier by the state of Arizona in a separate housing discrimination case against Colorado City, though that case's judge kept the police force intact, basically. Town leaders will abide by whatever charges are ordered by the judge. Colorado City Attorney Jeff Matura said, but the government's actions won't change people's religious beliefs. There is nothing that the government can do or really should be able to do to change someone's faith, Matura said, basically. Now, guys, I hope that Christians out there can understand why I have a hostility towards cancer known as Christianity. I really dislike this religion a lot. And honestly, this individual, who basically said that, they can't change someone's faith is completely insane. And I have to say, you idiot Christian, that people are not trying to change their faith. They're basically trying to change the way that they treat people because of their faith. Do you understand what that means? Idiot. These people will stop at nothing, basically, when it comes to getting their way. That's all they want. They want a theocracy. They want to be able to deprive atheists of human rights simply because atheists don't believe in a God. If atheists don't believe in a God, they don't deserve to have water hookups to their house. They don't deserve to have police protection. They don't deserve to have anything else that everybody else has, right? This really pisses me off, and this really shows us just how ugly Christianity can get, right? And what bothers me the most, guys, is the fact that these same exact individuals think that they are somehow paragons of morality. And every time I hear that come out of their mouths, I literally have to laugh. Because everything that comes out of their mouths is completely ridiculous. They continue to have these insane beliefs that affect a lot of people in a negative way. And I hope it stops. I really do. I hope that this judge completely disbands these communities. And don't get me wrong, I am for people's religious rights. I hope everyone can actually understand that. But when these religious beliefs are affecting people in a negative way, like the people in this article, these people need to be separated. And that's how I see it. Because it's obvious to see that there is a negative impact here. Atheists are being discriminated against. You know, the Constitution is being ripped apart yet again. And these Christians need to be held accountable for what they do in everyday life. Because if they continue to get away with the things that they try to get away with, they are only going to get worse. You know, they are going to basically think, well, we got away with this, let's do that. You know, they are only going to get worse. And I want to put emphasis on worse. Because these individuals are only going to continue to push the envelope simply because they do not care. And when it comes to morality, they have no morality at all in any way, shape, or form, right? We see how horrible these individuals are. We see how horrible Christianity is when it influences people to do horrible shit to their fellow human beings. Christianity has done this for over 2,000 years now. And it is only going to get worse unless something is done about it. And that is why I hope that this judge makes an example out of these bigoted Christians and their cancer known as Christianity. This might seem to be a little intense for a lot of people out there, but it is what it is. This is how I feel, and I do have a voice, and I am allowed to share my voice with people out there. I am allowed to share my anger with people who think that it's necessary to deprive others of their rights. It's simply disgusting. It really is. And like I said before, you know, these Christians are only going to get away with a lot more unless something is done about it. This type of thing should have never happened, right? But we see that these Christians really don't have any respect for their fellow human beings. They really don't have any respect at all. And it seems to me that they really, and I want to put emphasis on really, need to learn about having respect for other people. Because they don't. It seems to me that they really need to go back to their kindergarten classes, if you will, and actually learn how to communicate with others. Because a lot of Christians in this country, when it comes to their fairy tale, lack the ability of communication. They lack the ability to have passion. They lack the ability to have respect. And they need to be taught these things again. Because they have no abilities at all to interact. They don't. Especially when it comes to their fairy tale. They basically think that the only people that deserve everything is the people that basically run in their circles. And that's really pathetic if you ask me, right? But anyway, guys, there's a lot more to this article. But I only wanted to read a little bit to you guys because I wanted you guys to get a basic idea of what is going on with this situation. Now, like I said, hopefully something positive can actually come out of this. I am really shooting for that. And if it does, I would really be happy because these Christians literally have to be put in their place. They have to realize that they cannot get away with this bullshit any longer. So, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.